who is Echo's favorite red-nosed reindeer, Dolphin. Happy Monday, my friends. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here. There's a lot of chat for me to catch up on. I'm very grateful to have you with me tonight. I hope your week is getting off to a good start, my friends. Our month is going to end rough. This is really happening. Let's see. Dead Zergling was first in chat tonight, proclaiming 13th spot, but first in chat in reality, and I thought that an appropriately unlucky number. Welcome in Statcat and Chozo Brain. Welcome in Soda Wave, and thank you for the raid. I'd love to hear what you were doing tonight and how it went for you, my friend. Sorry it took so long to say hello. But thank you for coming by and for bringing some of your people. We've got Chippy Flaky Boy, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Zergling says, wouldn't read too much into that. It was going to be 12th, but I momentarily forgot how to spell it. Fair enough. Mario Maker 2, very nice choice. Hopefully that went well for you. Was it Mario Maker 2... Kaizo shell jumps. Oh my. I am trash at shell jumps. I've accomplished a few levels with them, but I'm really bad at them. Let's see. StatCat says, got a pretty decent cash offer on the house. Might be picking up sooner than later, I hope. Be driving from Seattle to Illinois in an EV. See how it goes. I don't know much about EVs. Hopefully that goes well for you, StatCat. Hopefully you make it. Loyal to Soil, welcome in, Loyal. I don't envy you the move, Jelly says. Moving absolutely terrible. Thank you for the wheel, Loyal. We'll do that in a moment. Pink Gorilla Games. That sounds crunchy. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be great. He saved the jankiest of them all for today. Oh no, Chozo says. Oh, Soda was doing chat levels. Right on. Hey, Fufu, welcome in. Finally figured out how to double shell jump. But this isn't how dolphins work. He would absolutely drown by now. Well, I don't know if you've ever played Echo before, but there is a breath mechanic. This is just like the sort of intro screen, so I don't think it activates yet, but the air management is a feature of the game. Got my mic too close to my face. Alright, so let's spin the wheel. The Wheel of Scorchin is a variety of spicy and or sour foods. I will choose one at random and enjoy what it picks for me. That's this wheel here, with the decider prong being this little thing at the top. And here we go. This is the worst night of my life. I should have canceled this stream. I just landed on the worst thing. Oh, they're called solar flare sunflower seeds. They're so hot. They're sunflower seeds dusted with a scorpion, Carolina Reaper, and ghost pepper blend. Hang on, I'm gonna tap the jar against the desk here to loosen up the powder. I'll be ready with a Klondike bar, Jelly says. Alright, so I've got like a tablespoon, or sorry, like a teaspoon and a half a tablespoon, something like that, of these seeds in this jar. They are impossibly hot. I'm not dusting off the powder. I'm trying to get the powder off of that's stuck on the jar loose so it all falls in my mouth at once. I'm trying to make it worse, not better. I always do everything the hard way. My time has finally come, Loyal says. This game, these seeds, this is just agony. Oh, by the way, I'm turning off the wheel right now because I'm not going to spit it again after eating the seeds. Means you might have to remind me to turn it on again tomorrow. But whenever we hit the seeds, that's it for the night on the wheel. I cannot risk landing on them twice. Frownie and I both knew this was coming. I mean, it really had to. I had to have them tonight. I played Echo, didn't make it too far, gave up as it was a stupid game, Zergling says. Game critics of YouTube confirm I made the right choice. Which will be worse, the seeds of the game? It doesn't matter, I have to have both. Milk is the best thing to lose the heat, Fufu says. Generally, like a whole milk would be my choice. We only have fat-free milk, which I don't think is as good. Still better than, like, you know, a lot of things. Alright. Let's go ahead and have these. Just eat a stick of butter. Hit my food. There's... There we go. I knew it was gonna happen. They give me the hiccups every time. Oh, it's a nightmare. Oh. My lips are burning. There's nothing to say. That's the thing about them. They're so disastrously hot. All I could do is just sit here and have the hiccups until it goes away. Oh, what a nightmare. I'm crying. It makes my ears burn. That's like, I feel like the pain of the sunflower seeds, the burn happens in the roof of my mouth and the back of my throat and in my ears. My ears burn so much. It's crazy. I think I'm past the worst of it now, though. I'm on the, like, it's not good, but it's like I'm already like I'm where it's getting better. I know I'm gonna survive. I'm just waiting to heal. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just the worst thing. I only have one of those left. And then I'll be out, and I won't have to do them anymore. My glasses are all yucky. Might as well eat it now. Not for the world. I'll have to look and get something else that's like dangerously hot like that. I'll have to get something to take their place. Oh. Alright, let me check the chat here. Fat-free milk won't help as much. Eat a stick of butter. Bon appetit. The oil and the fat binds with the heat, Loyal says. Yummy. Those look insane. Instantly goes red. I'll put both hands up high if you need me to bring you dairy. I'm okay, Jelly. I'm okay. I've survived. Take the seeds off the wheel. This is like keeping a wasp in a jar and letting it sting you for entertainment value. That could have been arranged. Yeah, the wasp nest is done. Cows, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the resub, Cows. Thank you very much for your 28 months of support. That's almost a year. You came in, I don't know when you got here, Cows. I just ate some sunflower seeds, so I'm in rough shape. Fat usually works to help with it. Having ice cream in the chamber is good, Stat Cat says. Yeah, I'm all right though. I'm all right. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna. Time flies when Frownie is dying of spice. All right, let me. I'm gonna step away from the camera for just a moment. I'm gonna blow my nose, and then we'll take a look at this game. What an exciting start to the night. I took off my headphones. I took off my headphones and forgot how bad the audio is. And also, I can't hear very well right now. That's one of the effects the sunflower seeds have, is it makes me feel like my ears have popped. Everything sounds slightly muffled to me. 28 months, almost a year. Frownie gave the Grim Reaper a high five as he had more sunflower seeds. Oh. And to your point, Zergling, I mean, I have to, like, as much as I cry and complain about the seeds, like, I'm the one that's in control of and responsible for the wheel. If I didn't want the wheel to exist, it wouldn't be here. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I'm fully aware I'm doing this to myself for fun. I like the challenge of eating spicy foods. It's something I've always genuinely enjoyed. The wheel is holding Frownie and Jelly hostage. Stat Cat, be careful, the wheel can hear you. Oh. Alright, so we're going to play Ecco the Dolphin tonight, my friends. This is Ecco the Dolphin on the Game Boy Advance. I played Ecco 2 years ago. I feel like I got severely trolled, because I feel like leading up to playing Ecco, I had like 4 or 5 different people in the chat like tell me like how good Ecco is. And I didn't really know anything about it. And then it became one of the worst adventures I ever went on. Well, maybe not that long. I started it about a year and a half ago. I started it in January of last year, and we finished it, I think, in March or April. So the thing about it is, like, boy, I got severely stuck with this game several times. And then, I don't know, like 14 hours in, I made it to the last level. And then across several nights on the stream, I was stuck on the last level for 21 hours. It is the worst struggle I've ever been through. Battletoads was a longer struggle, and in some ways worse, but it was ultimately more enjoyable because I was replaying a lot more of the game. With the Ecco struggle, I was stuck on one level, one awful, miserable, ugly, horrifically bad level. I know Morse code. Blink if you actually need help. The wheel won't notice your pleas this way. The memories, was it that long ago? The memories are still fresh in my mind. Yeah, I think we started it January of last year. And then it took me a couple months to finish it. So we're going to play it again, right? Because with an experience that bad, you definitely want to play it again. And in a much, much worse format. Oh, this is a menu screen. That's why. I mean, I don't have a password. I have to reset the game already. All right, here we go. So we're gonna try and play it again on the Game Boy Advance. Hey, Uncle Muscles, welcome in. Yeah, this is Echo on GBA. Oh, I don't know if I welcomed you in, Loaf, but thank you for being here with us tonight. I saw your name a couple times, but I was a little distracted. Very happy to have you here, though. And if there's anyone else I missed, if you showed up in the chat and I didn't acknowledge you, my apologies. Hardest NES game is Q*bert, if you ask me, Uncle Muscle says. I've never tried Q*bert on the NES. Already. That seemed a bit early. Gotta head out because I'm tired. Also, good luck. Thank you, Chippy Flaky Boy. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the follow as well. Very much appreciate you coming on board. Have a wonderful night. Sleep well, and hopefully we'll see you again real soon. Sounds like we should be in for a good time. It's gonna be an adventure, I'm sure. Baron Metz, welcome in. You're gonna arrange my greetings to suit the game? Thank you for the pistachios. We'll enjoy some of those in just a moment. So, because I only played through this game once, this is gonna seem like, I mean, this isn't a first playthrough, but I am gonna try and go through it again as blind as I can. So, it's probably gonna seem like I haven't played it before. In a lot of places. I don't remember a lot of it particularly well. I'll never forget the final stage, but everything leading up to that is probably going to be pretty rough. There's our bars. There's our health and our oxygen bar. Hey Doe, welcome in. Happy Monday to you, my friend. Never played this series, but will someday. Good luck to you when you do, Uncle Muscles. I hope you have a much easier time than I did. I don't necessarily think this game is really that hard. kind of think the problem is that I am personally uniquely terrible at it. I think I have something of an anti-talent for this game. Oh yeah, pistachios. I had to refill my little pistachio container. I finished them up last time. Alright, I think we can talk to the other dolphins. Yeah. Suddenly, great winds of water. I think the composer for this took notes from the Let's Ride composer on the short, melancholy, repetitive music loop front. I seem to recall thinking this game had pretty good music on the Genesis. That feature may be absent here. Can I not go down there? That sure looks like an opening to me. No. I hope there'll be more than one song in this one. There should be. I can't, I can make no promises, but as I recall, there should be extra music. Oh, the controls are a jank nightmare. Oh, this doesn't hurt yet. That's right. No. Those jumps are quite involved. Does that work? Okay, thank goodness. Using your head. Hey Jay, welcome in. Yo OG, yo Jay. Thank you for coming by. Welcome to Ecco the Dolphin on Game Boy Advance. I know not what has happened to your pod. Perhaps the Big Blue will help you. You must travel past the undercaves to find him. I was a bit confused by that. Never knew it was released for this system. So it was released on a multi-cart called the Sega Smash Pack. It's got Ecco the Dolphin, Golden Axe, and Sonic Spinball. But of course, we're only interested in one monstrosity. Wish you luck, Frownie. Watching this is activating my motion sickness in full force. I must retreat, Zergling says. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Zergling. Thank you for the good luck wishes. Hopefully we'll get to see you another time, but have a great rest of your night in the meantime. Hey, Sparrow, welcome in. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, this is what's happening. From what I saw, I saw something that said that this game and Sonic, the GBA ports are made from the original game source code. So it should be a fairly faithful, it should be a fairly faithful port, I would imagine. It said that there was a note that said Golden Axe had to be recreated from the ground up. I don't know why, though. I hope they forgot to put in "Welcome to the Machine." Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get lucky. I don't think I'm gonna get lucky in that regard. I'm expecting it to be the exact same game with crunchy audio and worse visibility, but to otherwise be one for one the same experience. No, I searched the search for the key glyph. I went up to get oxygen and I reset the. I have to go back to the key. Oh, I started off the Night Sparrow with some of those super spicy sunflower seeds. Alright, so a big part of how this game works is there are crystals that block your path in particular areas, And when you come upon one of those, you have to find the other crystal and tap it so that you absorb some unseen power that can get you past the blocking crystal. Why is the whale following me? That's weird. There's something else I'm supposed to see down here? I don't think so. I gotta make sure I remember to get oxygen before I remove the blocking crystal because it will respawn. Have we spoken? Something terrible has happened, something very powerful. Oh, just a moment, my friends. Thank you for the coffee, Jelly. Hey, Derek, welcome in. Ooh, that's hot. Baron said, in the spirit of jankiness, this week's review game is Pandemonium 2 on PlayStation. Might be up your alley at some point. I can't say that I've heard of this one. That's the Scanline Heroes game. I am sad for you. I know not of your pod. Alright. We cleared a level. Password time. H J N C S R D. A deep maze of caverns with no surface to the dry side. Songs of the sea sing of great danger in this place. Ooh, what? Probably not getting in there. Uh-oh. No, I'm running out of air. Rip the Deathless Run. I watched one of the weirdest horror movies tonight, Derek says. Hellraiser 4 Bloodline. Haven't seen that one. I don't think that continue level feature is in the original. I think the choice to continue or restart the level is a new thing. That just goes in a circle. I've got a spot where I can get health, but no spot where I can get oxygen. Oh, there we go. First three were good. This one, not so much. Have you ever seen any of them? I've seen the first two. It's been a long time. I'm not a big fan, though, really, so I don't remember them all that well. I just remember not really being into them. I think I can actually lift that thing up. No, it stays here. I only had one shot. There we go. That's what I need to do. Come on. Hey, that got us through. That's what we needed. I can finally get some air. You may not pass yet. Alright, I didn't visit the, I didn't actually tap the other crystal. Oh no, did these rocks respawn? Oh, thank goodness. What? This is not the one? Swim slowly past 8 arms. Sharp shells eat stone. No! I knew I was hurt, but I thought I would make it back to the thing. As I recall, Hellraiser 4 is the one that's set in space, right? Because I believe I remember talking with my sister about it at the time. Because she thought that for the fourth installment of a series to be the one where they go in space is pretty early in a franchise's life. Right? You usually go to space when you're... You usually go to space after you've exhausted all your other ideas. Right? But I think the fourth Leprechaun movie is also in space. And the franchise I know of to most quickly go to space is probably the Brave Little Toaster. Because the sequel is The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. So it took exactly 2 movies to get to space. That's a quick trip to space. Howdy you, Dolph. Welcome in, Doppelganger. Not well. I don't Dolph very well. Brave Little Toaster is one of my favorites as a kid, Baron says. Yeah, I grew up watching the Brave Little Toaster. I have very fond memories of that movie. It's an incredibly bleak and haunting film at times. Some of the songs in it are pretty intense. It's a B movie is genuinely horrifying. And I think that the song Worthless may be one of the most miserable things ever put to film. Me too, Cal says. I love those movies. We found 8 arms. This is a game I saw when I was younger, but never found it until you mentioned it. Oh, the PlayStation game. What was that title again? Pandemonium. Hey, Christian Cool. Thank you for the lurk. The director of Bloodlines didn't want to be attached, so they used a fake name. Probably a smart move. Horror movie, later installments in horror movie franchises, not typically known for their high quality. There's parts of the Brave Little Toaster that are legit disturbing for kids, Baron says. Yeah. A lot of parallels to the Isle of Misfit Toys. From that awful claymation Rudolph. What? You don't like the Rankin and Bass claymation Rudolph? Don't hate me, but I love Pandemonium, Sparrow says. I don't know anything about this game. I do not recall the original Echo having this, like, continue level, restart level option. Was that in the original game? I don't remember this. If someone knows, I would be okay with that question being answered. Because it seems like that continue option is going to make this game way easier than how I remember it going before. I think that's the end of the level. Can't be the end of the level. There's still a crystal left. Victory. What? Wait a. What is that? ZBT. I don't know what that next character is. It's like a dash with a vertical crossbar and then a colon. DC. I guess I'll just draw it and I guess I'll just draw it and hope I can find it if I need it later. Clearly, it's a World War I fighter plane shooting its twin single shotguns at the D. I mean, I think it's meant to be a dash and an I, but it's combined for some reason. It's so weird. Looks like a plus. I drew a visual representation of it, so if I end up needing this password, I can experiment a little bit. You just won the internet, or at least the chat. If you don't know how to pronounce that, I have no idea how you got this far in life. Did you hear Pee-wee passed away? R.I.P. I loved him as a kid, Derek says. I did see that earlier. Someone, like an in-memory video or something came up in my YouTube feed. I knew who the character was, but I don't think I ever watched the show or any of the movies. I think that actor, Paul Rubens, was that his name? I think he played a role in the movie Dunstan Checks In. I think that's probably the thing that I knew him from. That's the only movie I can remember seeing him in. That's him. He had a wild career, Doppelganger says. Wild currents trap my pod below. Please save them. I am too weak from the storm. I don't have an Isaac icon, though. You gotta pick something I got. I'm happy to oblige, but it's gotta be, I don't have a skeleton Frownie. That's not a complete list, but it's pretty complete. I guess Mumbo Jumbo would probably be the closest thing I have. He's got a skull on his he wears a skull at least. That list right above you in the Streamlabs command is a mostly complete list. I haven't updated it for a little while, so there's like one or two I think that aren't in there yet. Mumbo's the closest thing I have to an Isaac. But if you want something else, then just say the word. But there is a Battletoads. Battletoad Frownie is one of the few Frownies that has legs. Very atypical. Frownie, you know you've never played or seen Battletoads, Loyal says. You got me. I'm just a poser. The legs always throw me, Cow says. Yeah, Battletoad has legs and Sonic has legs. Or, well, Sonic, I don't think Sonic doesn't have legs. He has shoes, though, which is just odd. Frownie, Agent Frownie is like almost never drawn with legs. Hey, we can do that. Thank you for the stretch break, Boyle. Let me just find somewhere safe to park my dolphin. You know, speaking of Isaac. Stretching is key, Loaf says. If I ever look over and see Isaac stretching along with me, might be time to end the stream for the night. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Slinks, Isaac moved. No, it begins. We finished Alundra last night, by the way, for those who have followed along with that playthrough. If you weren't here, it might be interested to know. I'm finally done with that game. I'm glad to be done with it. It's a pretty good game, but boy, it got so frustrating sometimes. I'm really glad to have made it through. Yeah, I would say, how did you like it? I would say Alundra is a game like, it's a hard game to recommend. Because, like, it's a really good game, but it's so obtuse and frustrating sometimes. It really does require you to have kind of inhuman patience at points. So, I don't know, it's like one of those, I would say, like, you know, if you're into Zelda type games, it's definitely worth checking out, but if you love and respect yourself, maybe don't be afraid to have a walkthrough at hand. I remember this stage. Congrats. I hope the conclusion was satisfying. I always fall asleep halfway through the streams. No worries, Loaf. No worries. And it was fine. The conclusion was fine. It didn't make me the very ending, it didn't make me read a whole lot, so I was happy about that. Because it got really bogged down in text there for a little while, leading up to the end. So I was really worried I was going to have to sit through a couple hours of reading. But there was the last boss. Yeah, spoiler alert. For those who don't want to hear about the ending of Alundra, you may want to not listen for a minute or two. But the last boss was like a series of 3 bosses back to back. And it would have been impossible. I got them all in the first try. Thank goodness. It would have been impossible though, except the very last boss has a cheese spot where you can stand and regenerate your health, provided you have the correct item. So it was very, very slow and painful, but we made it through and didn't have to repeat anything. Nothing like a sudden internet outage after a plethora of technical troubles to brighten the night. I'm assuming that's plaguing you right now, Derpelganger. Sorry about that. Well, yeah, we lose the stream some nights around here. My internet's pretty reliable. No, look, the stone that I need spawned in the wall. That's not good. My internet's pretty reliable, but it is like a night, like every month or so, where it just goes out for unexplained reasons. So if the stream, you know, the stream ever inexplicably disappears, it might not necessarily be on your end. Even know I was looking for a power crystal. At least you found the way to get through, even if it had to be a cheese. Yeah, I mean, by no means am I afraid or ashamed to use a good cheese to beat a game. It's kind of a thing where it has to be of my own discovery for me to be, like, willing to use it most of the time. If someone proposes a cheese strat to me, then I don't tend to like to use them. But if I discover it for myself, then let's go. Hand-me-down cheese isn't as tasty. A good cheese is yummy, Persephone says. Welcome in, Persephone. Always a pleasure, and I hope you are well. Modem was apparently confused about how to operate. It's the hub for several communication services. definitely cause some... I'm thinking about like train tracks. Like trains coming in from all different directions at the wrong times, jumbling up and getting confused. Oops. Doing worse than I've ever felt, Persephone says. Been crying for about an hour. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you pull through, Persephone. Hope some Echo help things. Yeah, maybe we can at least take your mind off of it for a while. HKM colon LZ B I? It looks like two characters are bleeding together there at the end. These passwords are kind of useless. I genuinely can't read these. Maybe a 1 or an exclamation point? You know what? It's probably an exclamation point. Just gonna try and enjoy the night. Right on. Hang in there, Persephone. Hopefully, hopefully things will turn around for you. Oh my goodness. That guy came out of nowhere and bullied me. I don't remember what makes this stage so hard yet, but I remember this. So far, like, this is, like, I haven't been able to remember most of the specifics of the game, but things are typically feeling kind of familiar to me as they happen. Help me, Echo. Swim closely in front of me, and I will follow. Oh. Alright, I remember this now. We've got to take them all, like, one at a time to the upper right. I do not know about your family, but I know I have lost mine. I'm trying to talk to the other dolphin. Oh, we can't. Alright. Alright, well, we found one. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. Nado. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Always a pleasure. I hope you're well. Doing alright. I'm playing my least favorite video game. This is Ecco the Dolphin on the Game Boy Advance. I played the Genesis game last year. It was a horrifying, never-ending nightmare of an experience. And I thought, well, I discovered recently there was a Game Boy Advance port, and I said, why not put myself through the most agonizing, desperate, hopeless, miserable experience I've ever lived through? Why not do it again? Is it really the least? It's the worst experience I've ever had on the stream. Yeah, like Echo is so janky and frustrating. And then like I just got horrifically stuck on several levels for hours. Like it's not that long of a game. This is cool. I really like how that thing ate away all my health. But I finally, the real thing about it is I made it all the way up to the last stage, and then across the course of several nights I was stuck on that one stage for 21 hours. The final stage is like a 6 or 7 minute auto-scroller. It is just one of the ugliest, most awful sounding stages. And it's an auto-scroller that moves around randomly through a maze for about 6 or 7 minutes, followed by a boss, and if you die to the boss, it's back to the entry point of the maze. There's nothing good about it. I think we've just hit now the first like real difficult stage of this game. Because I have to go around this level collecting all these dolphins, and I've got to get them all in one go. That's the thing that's going to make it tough. I think there's like 4 of them. You've convinced me I should become an expert in the game. I hope you do, Nado. Better you than me. I feel like I got bamboozled because, like, in the months leading up to it, like, I had 4 or 5 different people like come into the chat and like talk about Echo, and it always seemed positive. People always seem to remember it so fondly. So I was like, all right, this is gonna be an interesting experience. This is gonna be a lot of fun. It was not. It was not a good time. So yeah, so now we're playing, it's the same game, but with crunchy audio and worse visibility. What were you doing on your stream, Nato? What was going on? It just says retro for me. But I'd like to hear what you're up to. Is it more Metroid speedrunning, or? I don't know what all your current retro projects might be. Oh yeah, you can, I think you can eat fish to get health back too. I forgot about that. Oh yeah. Oh, that gives you oxygen. That's good. No, I thought this gave me oxygen. Help me, Echo. That's the idea. You better not have despawned my ring. Nope. I don't even know where I'm taking this thing. No, it's gone. Oh, there's another one? What? Yeah, I need more air. I need more air. Oh. Alright, this is fine. In fact, so when we did this on the Genesis, I don't think I knew about this ring down here. I think this is actually easier. No, I pushed it up too high. Oh, no, I didn't. Perfect. Alright, let's go. Health is restored. We've got our dolphin with us. Oh, that's the two of question marks. Well, you've still got at least one, maybe two more to find. I don't know where to go. Hey, another raid. Jank raid. Janked Jesus, welcome in. Hey, thank you for the raid, Kyle. Pleasure to have you with us. Hope you are doing well. What were you playing? I thought I saw Project Gotham thumbnail recently. What were you playing tonight, my friend? Very happy to have you here. Welcome in, Venoman. Good to see you again. Mind Scan. Welcome in, Cribstar Hero. We are playing Ecco the Dolphin on the Game Boy Advance. It's the same game. It's the same Ecco and Dolphin you know and hate from the Sega Genesis, only now with crunchier audio and reduced visibility. Because why not take the game that has made me more miserable than I've ever been and make it even worse? Just finished up Project Gotham's quick race mode on all difficulties. Excellent. I didn't even realize this had a GBA port. Yeah, I just found out about it very recently, and thought that'd be just a perfect way to end my month of Jank-uly. So I kept it in my back pocket. It's gonna take us longer than tonight to play this game. This is gonna be something we live with for a while. Sadly. It's all coming back to me, piece by awful piece. I was really curious when I saw the game and the Game Boy player border, yeah. So it's there's a 3-pack. Welcome in. Is that maybe pronounced Earthhurts? Might need some help with the pronunciation there. But pleasure to have you with us. Thank you for coming along. This is released as a 3-pack called the Sega Smash Pack. It's got Ecco the Dolphin and Golden Axe and Sonic Spinball. And from what I understand, they're supposed to be pretty much faithful one-for-one ports. Something I read said that Ecco and Spinball were made from the original source code. and but it did say Golden Axe had to be recreated from the ground up. So I've never played any version of Golden Axe, so I probably wouldn't know it. I wouldn't know if it were any different or not myself. You got it. Earth is fine, thank you. Earth you shall be. That's quite the compilation. Thank you for the follow, Mind Scan. Appreciate you coming on board with us. Not be surprised if most people that have played this just swam around until they gave up. So I've been all the way through the game. This is a first playthrough of this version, but this is not a first playthrough of the game for me. It will seem like one because I don't remember it super well, so I'm not gonna know what I'm doing most of the time. But yeah, I played this game last year. I played the Genesis version, and it was just awful. Ecco is a messy, janky, confusing nightmare. And I struggled with it and suffered with it for hours upon hours. And finally, I made it to the very last stage, and I was trapped there. I was trapped on the last stage of the game for 21 hours. I could not beat it. I did eventually beat it, but boy, that was miserable. I do suspect that other people do not have as terrible of an experience as I did generally, though. I think I am somewhat uniquely gifted in being awful at Ecco. Oxygen, please. Definitely happens. Took me years later, seeing a playthrough to find out. Jumping the islands was a revelation. Golden Axe sounds like the winner to me of the three. I've never played Golden Axe yet before. I played this on the Genesis when I was like 7. Didn't know you could jump islands, so I gave up. I'm reading a lot of the chat backward here. Ruffy and Gruff, welcome in. You make it sound like you didn't enjoy it. Why do you hate yourself? I could barely stand like 20 minutes of this game. It's kind of what I do. I mean, I play really, like, I try to play about a kind of an equal mix of like really great games and really terrible games. We for the month of July, we just finished. We did a marathon. I've been playing a lot of Game Boy Advance games lately. I played through all the Let's Ride games on the Game Boy Advance. Is most of what we spent January doing. Let's Ride, Sunshine Stables, Dreamer, and Friends Forever. All terrible, janky horse games. That was the meat of our month. But like but I also, I play better things too. We just finished up a playthrough of Alundra on the PlayStation 1. I'm still working on Tears of the Kingdom on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we're about to start up Wario Land 3. So there will be some times that are not painful. GBA has some bangers, like Mortal Kombat Advance. Oh, I'm sure that's a good time. Golden Axe is awesome. Horse games. Some people like it. Yeah, I felt a little. Thought I saw oxygen over there. I felt a little bamboozled. Well, there's a lot of people. A lot of people came into the chat expressing very positive feelings about Echo. And I had kind of the exact opposite experience. Oh, did I say welcome in Fever from Space? Thank you for joining us. Very much appreciated, and thank you for the follow. Thank you also to Cribstar. Thank you for coming on board, too. I know what I need to do here. I've got to find another ring of spikes. I just don't really know where it is. And I keep bleeding my oxygen away. A Mile High Rule, welcome in. Playing the Game Boy Advance version of your favorite game, I see. That's what we're up to. That's what I've decided to do to us tonight. Oh no, that was the wrong button. Alright, this is a really miserable part of this game. I have to, without having my oxygen run out, get that spiky ring up and over and past this octopus. Oh, and also the spiky ring is on a timer as well. Oh, and the octopus killed me. Cool. Now I get to restart the whole stage. This is where the nightmare of the game begins. We're on like stage 4, I think. But the first couple stages are kind of nothing. There we go. I thought talking to this dolphin was enough to get him to follow us, but it's not. You have to bump into him, like, at the correct angle. Alright, we got him. That's the easy one. Good luck with this one, Frownie. Hitting the sack for work tomorrow. Thank you for the good luck, Baron. Sleep well. And hopefully we'll get to see you again real soon. Precision boop required, Cal says. Exactly. If you don't roll in with the precision boop. You're not gonna get very far. Oh, cool, I missed. Hey, I saved it. I'm practically an Ecco speedrunner. Are you noticing any changes from the original version? Well, I've only played through the original once, and it was over a year ago that I finished it. So my memories are real hazy, but I think so far it's pretty close to 1-for-1. On the first couple stages when we died, it gave us a continue level or restart option. And I didn't remember that being in the original, but that option has gone away now, so I think that might have been just a first couple stages thing, and that's why I forgot it. I can't really say with certainty on that. Okay, we got the dolphin out of there, but I forgot to do something really important, so I've got to go back. There's a crystal in there. We've got to boop. Other than that, just what the real differences are just sort of the hardware differences. Because the audio sounds real crunchy and bad, and I can't, like, the screen is, like, cropped down a little bit. I come back to see Mindscan mention Mortal Kombat Advance, so I must say don't avoid at all costs. So, what I'm hearing is you really want me to play this game. That's the exact kind of talk about a game that gets me looking for copies on eBay. Alright, crystal successfully booped. It's not a game I'd spend money on, I'll just say that. Immoral combat. I would be scared of it. I would be scared of it in general. Like, all potential quality issues aside, I would be just afraid of it because it's a fighting game, and I really don't have a lot of experience with those. The last fighting game we tried to play on the stream, I had to abandon. It was an indie game on the Switch called Them's Fightin' Herds. It was themed around cow and cow-adjacent animals. And it wasn't a terrible game, but boy, I was terrible at it. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm terrible at this game, and I'm not abandoning it, so... Who is speaking to me? Might give you some so bad it's entertaining value. Just want to say I got through it, which probably means almost anyone can. Metabots was a decent little Smashes clone on the GBA. I'd recommend it. Just an incredibly and ugly and rough video game. Loyal says, gotta ask you, buddy, what's your favorite feel-good late-night movie, or a few? I don't know, Loyal. I'd have to think about that for a while. I'm not really the best person to ask for movie suggestions, because I don't really watch a whole lot. Feel-good movie. Cow adjacent, Cow says. Or play Fight of the Gods. I'll beat 'em up with Santa and Jesus. That's fair, Frownie. One of mine, for a strange reason, would be like Good Burger. I haven't actually ever seen that one. Stand By Me would be mine, A Fever from Space says. I actually haven't seen that movie either. It's a 90s film about teenagers and fast food. It's silly. I think I remember... I think I remember previews for it. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Yeah, so like I'm familiar with that, but I actually haven't seen the film. You beat me to it. I like Short Circuit Loyal. That's a pretty good. That movie's got some pretty positive vibes. Well, both Short Circuit movies, Fever from Space says. Hey, Zinshan, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Always a pleasure, my friend, to have you with us. Welcome to your friends as well. More Echo. So this is Ecco the Dolphin on the Game Boy Advance. There's nothing better than taking a bad game and making it worse. Can't wait for Good Burger 2, Ruffian Gruff says. Are they making that? Too Good, Too Burger. Just imagine the last level. I can't wait. I can't wait. That's what it's all about. Getting back into the machine. They are. It's coming later this year. They're just making sequels to everything. There is nothing. There is nothing that there won't be a sequel to. Great burger. How is Paper Mario going for you, Zinshan? Are you liking Thousand Year Door better, worse, or the same as the original Paper Mario? Might be something to ask. People tell me frequently that Thousand Year Door is supposed to be pretty great. Uh-oh. It's good. I think I'll be done tomorrow or soon. I think Thousand Year Door is better, but the first one still holds up super well. I can count the turn-based RPGs I've completed on one hand, and Paper Mario's among them. So, like, I really want to play Thousand Year Door myself one day. No! No, I got the spike ring all the way over there, but it was somehow too high. It was somehow just a little too high for that one rock. I need to get some health back. Oh, I forgot to boop the crystal again too, so I guess it's a good thing I didn't make it through there. Why does the octopus spank you like that? I don't know. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done wrong. Thank you again for the fun streams, Frownie. Great place to hang out. I'm off to bed. Catch you next time. Have a great night, buddy. Thank you for being here, Loyal. Always appreciate you, my friend. I hope that you sleep well. Have a wonderful tomorrow. We're going to be doing Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. I think we're just going to do that one. I think we're just going to do Tears of the Kingdom all night tomorrow. I made a huge amount of progress with it last time we played. And I'm kind of greedy for more. That's how I'm feeling now. I think I have a really good time with it. Got a bit of a learning curve, but super friendly for people that don't play RPGs. That's what I need. Alright, health restored. Sega should reboot Echo with a Sonic-style attitude. I think Echo is not in need of a reboot. I think Echo is in need of a deboot. Instead of releasing a new version of the game, we erase previous ones. From the top. Who at Sega said to themselves, kids will totally play this on long road trips instead of Mario Advance. Well, here's the one thing about that, Zinchan. This is actually, it's part of a compilation, is how it was released. It's on the Sega Smash Pack, so it's Sonic Spinball, Ecco the Dolphin, and Golden Axe. So, the real question is, who's gonna play this? Who's gonna play this on their road trip when they have 2 other games packaged in with it? Can't say much about Ecco myself. Didn't have any Sega consoles growing up. Fever from Space says. I actually didn't either. I had very, very little exposure to anything Sega or Sony growing up. We had a Commodore 64 when I was really young, and then we had an Atari 2600 for a while, and then after we got the NES, it was just all Nintendo stuff from there forward, and I really didn't even hardly know anybody that had Genesis or PlayStation. I had an aunt that had a Genesis, and I think the only game I remember her having was Sonic Spinball. So that was like the only Genesis game I played for a long time. I had a cousin who had a Game Gear, and he had a Sonic game, and he had a game called Slider, and he had a Power Rangers game that I remember for that. And then my best friend in high school had a PlayStation, and so I played some PlayStation games with him, but the only one I really remember is Bushido Blade. So I had very limited experience with non-Nintendo stuff for the longest time. It's mostly been on the stream that I've explored Genesis and PlayStation games. I have a lot of them. I have a whole lot of them because I got into retro collecting really early when it was super affordable, particularly compared to now. But I went through this long stretch where I wasn't really playing games very much anymore, but I never stopped buying them, so I built up pretty decent collections of, well, particularly Genesis games. My PlayStation collection is pretty rough. Pretty thin. But for the most part, I just had all these games I've been sitting on for a very long time, so it's been nice to actually start playing some of them. Rather play Sonic Spinball and GBA than this any day. Sonic 2, Ecco, and Altered Beast were the games I had, Zinchan says. Same, anything before the PlayStation 1 and 64 Saturn was either all Nintendo or Atari for me. Yeah, Saturn. I don't know if I've ever been in the same room as a Saturn. Hey, Tuesday, welcome in. Very happy to have you here. Happy Tuesday. Is this port any worse? Yeah, I mean, it is, but it's not. I mean, it's worse just because it's on, it wasn't made for this hardware. So the screen is a little crunched. The audio's a little crunched. I don't remember if I booped the crystal, so now I've got to go back and do it again. I thought about it. I thought about it on the way over here, but then I don't remember if I actually did it. I did. So now I've just wasted another chunk of our time. We're in the things have gotten rough portion of the game already. Things are already kind of frustrating and difficult. I have a ton of Genesis consoles in my collection. I don't duplicate a whole lot of games. Unless there's something that... Typically, unless there's something that, like, I have a personal fondness for. Or they have a sort of charismatic factor about them. That I might hang on to a duplicate, but I have a handful. I have more duplicate consoles than I have duplicate games. I think I have 4 Genesis consoles. I think I bought them all when I was in college, because that was just the thing. It's just there was a stretch there where, like, it just seemed like I was coming across the Genesis for sale in, like, thrift stores and yard sales and stuff, like, all the time. I'm dead again. Oh, why is it so awful? I would love to do that part first to get it over with, so that I didn't have to keep living through these other parts and, like, you know, making this as tedious as it is. But because I have to boop that crystal on the left before I go through that difficult part, there's really no sense in trying to do it first. because if I'm going to go all the way over there to boop that crystal, then I've got to, I might as well pick up the dolphin that's over there, or I'm going to be making a duplicate trip either way. Cool meeting and talking with you. I think I'm going to hit the hay, if you were from Face says. Same to you, my new friend. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hopefully we'll get to enjoy your company again sometime soon. But sleep well. And have a wonderful tomorrow. Looks like we have another new follower, by the way. Thank you for that. I will preserve your anonymity if you would prefer, but thank you for coming on board with us, and hopefully you're having a great night. I went to the grocery store really late tonight. It's part of why the stream started so late. So I had to make an unexpected trip to the grocery store. And, boy, I looked up and I caught the moon up in the sky, and it was huge and orange. It was super orange. I haven't seen a moon like that in a while. It was wild. Deep breath. Focus. I really wish that octopus would just leave me alone. Why? I'm not even going fast. Robbed. Super robbed. That octopus. So here's an interesting dilemma I have when I use the Game Boy player, I use a Nintendo 64 controller. I've got an adapter that lets me plug it into my GameCube, and I prefer it over any of the other options because it has like a good D-pad, and it has the A and B buttons are in the correct alignment, which is the most important thing. The GameCube controller, like, just terrible for Game Boy games, right? The tiny D-pad and then the bogus button placement. And even, like, I know they make the, like, quote-unquote retro controller for the Game Boy player, but it preserves the bogus button alignment of the GameCube controller, so that makes it kind of worthless. At least for me. But anyway, so I use the Nintendo 64 controller. But here's like the dilemma that I face. Because I do that, I have a joystick available to me. The N64 joystick, which is not a great joystick, but you know, you have to do a lot of diagonal swimming in this game. And so I think, well, should I use the joystick, because then I can hit those diagonals a lot easier. But you know, every time I use the joystick on the Nintendo 64 controller, I'm contributing to the wear and tear on it. And it's like, do I really want to lose like quality in my joystick over this game? Like, if I'm gonna be wearing it out and ruining a controller, it should at least be a game that I'm enjoying at the time, right? These controllers don't hold up all that well. The one that I have now, like, is pretty good because I got it as new old stock, not a terribly long time ago. So it's not super worn down. You know, I've used it a bit, but it's got a lot of life left in it yet, I think. Hey Pookie, welcome in. It's happening. We're for real. We're playing it. Echo on the Game Boy Advance. The nightmare of nightmares. Hope you're doing well, Pookie. Oh no. No, I just undid everything. I did it, but I didn't do it because I moved up there, and so I despawned. I respawned that rock. I was so... My oxygen was low. And so I was following those bubbles because I thought they would lead me to some oxygen. And, well, they did, but the rock is still gone. life can still be kind of okay. Good thing I remembered to boop the crystal. Health, please. Guessing this is Echo 2. No, this is Echo 1. Yeah, it's the original game, but just on the Game Boy Advance. Looks pretty decent. It's I mean, aside from being Echo, it seems to be basically, you know, a faithful port. I don't think there's anything so far. I don't think there's anything really changed or missing from it. Health. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be taking this thing. All the way over here? This is never gonna happen. Hey, we hit a checkpoint. Thank goodness. I've got to see. I've got to know if those checkpoints were there in the original game. I don't remember it having that continue and restart option, but my memory is notoriously terrible. I'm going to look at my own VOD and see. And just see if I see one of those. I haven't spotted one yet. I don't know. I think they might not be in the original. I don't recall the checkpoints, but I too do not have reliable brain meat, Spooky says. Yeah, I don't think they were in it. So I think this version does make it easier on you in that regard. A lot of those crystals, those crystal locks, they serve as checkpoints. Friends, I'm going to have to call tonight early tonight, Cal says. It's great to be back, but after a long day of travel and me still being on East Coast time, I'm in need of some sleep. It's great to have you back, Cows. I don't think I knew that you were traveling again. I think I got confused about that, but it's been very good to have you back, and by all means, take good care of yourself, Cows. If you need some sleep, get some sleep. I hope you have a wonderful night, and hopefully we'll get to see you again tomorrow. Gonna try and do a big Tears of the Kingdom night tomorrow. We might. I think it's possible we might actually complete the last of the shrines. Please, leave me alone. Oh my goodness, this pufferfish is the bane of my existence. Why? I think he had to cancel the stream on the day I was notified. I had to be shoved on a plane, so I didn't get to mention I'd be out of town. Saying something in the Discord slipped my mind. No worries, Cows. No worries. I'm just glad you made it safely. I did think that we'd missed you for a couple nights. I did say something to Jelly. I was like, I hope Cows is okay, because we usually hear when she's going to be away from the stream. I did actually say something to Jelly about it. I probably would have sent you a message if I hadn't seen you tonight. But we were lucky. We got you back. Pookie says the wiki says that all the levels are arcade style and must be cleared in one try with no checkpoints present. Yeah, that's the way I remember it. So this is a change for this version. Just me and my goldfish memory. Good night, all. Good night, Cows. Well, the GBA version may be the one to play then. I seem to be glitched into the wall. You're supposed to be able to wiggle your way free from these guys, but... It's not gonna let me. The slow death of Jank. No. I'm mixing up my controls a lot here. The Battletoads Frownie icon is awesome. Thank you, Pookie. Jelly made that. I was working on Battletoads for a long stretch of the stream earlier this year. It took me 3 months to beat Battletoads. And I was playing it toward the end. I was playing it almost every day, and it still took oh, thank goodness, it still took 3 months to beat that game. It's crazy difficult. All right, I think that's HD :Q WHCS. Victory, victory indeed. I think maybe we'll do one more level of this one tonight. I want to play Contra Advanced tonight as well. Based on how long that level took, like, I'm kind of thinking maybe time for one more level. probably need this seashell too. Indeed I did. No, I'm being forced backward. Are we okay? Rude. I'm out of air. Two cold water ponds connected by a maze of shell and stone. To pass rich water, one must know much about the sea. I'll write this password down instead of that other one because I'm not 100% sure about some of the characters in the other one. I don't understand how the password system works because, like, when you clear a level, you get what appears to be just a randomly generated password. And so like every single stage has like an infinite number of passwords. It's crazy. Oh. No, I didn't find the... Well, I think I know where it is. It's in here behind the shark. No? It's up here, and there's oxygen. That's like, that solution is too easy for this game. We might be able to do more than one level, because this one's going much faster than the previous level. We will probably start Contra up in about a half an hour. I don't know how long that's gonna take though. There's a very real possibility that we'll clear Contra and have time left for something else. I don't have anything planned, but guess I really should figure out where I need to take that thing. I see where it needs to go. Such a long journey. Oh, I thought I was dead. I missed. Alright, we're okay. No, I did it again. I pushed it into the wall. It doesn't do me any good over there. What a rough game. Hey, I didn't make the same mistake. I am gonna run out of oxygen, though. No! I was trying to eat those fish to keep me alive. I lost a lot of progress there. And that wall turned down was like that was massive. Alright, we've done it once, we can do it again. Is this a victory? Nobody's talking to me. Oh. Big Blue is very old, very wise. Go north, I. That's it? You have anything else to say? It's an exclamation point, not an I. Once again, I fundamentally misunderstand the text. Nice. The open ocean is cold and dangerous. Victory. New password. Yeah, that was a fine level. MQH MWHCJ. Thank you for the GG. Oh. Sharks. There's nothing in this level. It seems to be just swim past all the sharks. Uh-oh, new icon incoming, perhaps? Yeah, that was so easy. Let's just swim to the right. That's not even a level. That was just some padding. F K G colon W H C. That's a weird C. M. There could be a colon hidden behind that C. Give myself a little note. Mile High Rule has redeemed for the Majora Frownie. There we are. Feels more like the end of the world already. Ice Zone. So I do recall becoming rather colossally stuck in the Ice Zone. I remember there being giant spiders in the game. You don't think you've seen that one before? Well, I'm glad you got to check it out now. It's rather nice. With a spooky moon and everything. No, my health. They're all good. My two favorites are the breakfast one and the carrot cake one. The carrot cake Frownie just works so perfectly. There's a carrot cake Frownie? What is that? There's a cake in one... Oh, a cake in one hand. Oh. That must be for... Hang on, let me... Does he have a carrot? Birthday Frownie? Was it this one? A cake in one hand and a carrot in the other. Hang on. You didn't mean this one, did you? With the banana and the bread? That's the way my memory works. Okay. I was just so confused. Same idea though. Yeah, some random jank foods. Alright, we're gonna be okay. I know what to do in this level. I know what to do with the first part. I don't think this is the whole level, but... I might not be okay in real life after that. I certainly hope you are. Victory. We just moving right through levels now. Water turns to slippery stone from the dark cold. Beware when the water stones move. The distant songs continue. MINZWHCH. There's a crystal we're going to try and get past. Another crystal to try and get past. See, I keep sailing over where I feel like I need to go. Oh no, these big stones crush us. There's the misery of the level. As the dolphin aren't all stone slippery though. I mean, I am given to believe that dolphins have rather slippery skin, right? So, yeah, I kind of imagine all surfaces are slippery for them. The stones, oh, they're just brutal. You know what game I miss right now? I miss Plock. Compared to this, Plock controlled so smoothly and so well. There's no grace period when it comes to the being crushed. There's no, like, you're starting to be crushed and you slip out. It's just like... instantaneous death. I couldn't even... I tried... You can't turn around. You're too slow. This is hard water. Oh my goodness. These things move so fast. This is a good time to remind everyone, on the Genesis, there are no checkpoints. So as bad as this looks now... At least in this version, we get to continue from that crystal. This part here with all the fast moving ones. It could look much worse. I don't know. I found a secret burger and fries in my wall, Pookie says. I'm jealous. I couldn't sleep, a fever from space says. Well, welcome back. Too much exposure to this game, and I do feel obligated to warn you. Too much exposure to this game, and when you do sleep, it will be nightmares. Ooh. I don't remember what's up here. I just remember having to go up here. That's the end of the stage. I think I cheesed that stage a little bit. I think I skipped something we were supposed to do. Because there was another crystal lock. But, you know, I'm not going to argue. Q, V, H, X, H, C, D. Scary things aren't necessarily nightmares for me. So my dreams, having the worst case scenario always happens. I have a pretty vivid dream life. I tend to dream often, and I usually am pretty good at remembering the details of my dreams for a day or two. I don't have a lot of nightmares unless I sleep for a really long stretch of time. Like if I sleep for like longer than 9 hours, like around the 9 hour mark, my dreams start to become very repetitive and more nightmare like until I just reach a point where I'm too unsettled to try and go back to sleep. So it's kind of like, it's almost like I have an internal alarm. and that my dreams like prevent me from sleeping. But I mean, but the thing is, it's after a stretch of again like 9 hours, which is a pretty generous night of sleep anyway. But I'll always know, like, I'm at the end of all the sleep I'm gonna get for a while. When my dreams start to repeat, like, I know that they're gonna start becoming nightmares soon. I dream every single night. I don't know if I dream... I mean, I might dream every night and just not remember some nights as well as others, but I couldn't say for sure. I don't think I necessarily dream every night. So, on this stream, the no back seating policy is very, very strict. I generally have to be stuck in a game, and I mean stuck without any hope or ideas, for about 2 or 3 hours before I'm usually willing to ask a question or let the chat help me in some way. I have a very, very stubborn policy. And this stage right here, this stage is as if I remember right, this is one of the stages that broke the policy. I got stuck here for so long, I had to ask the chat for help on our Genesis playthrough. Because I think I might be misremembering now. I think it is possible to jump out of this pit here. And this is like, yeah, this is one of the first parts of the game where it does something really nasty to you. Because I was just, for hours, I had no idea where to go because I didn't think I could jump out of that pit. Like, fighting against the wind like that? Awful. Awful. I thought there was no way. And so I wandered around stuck for forever. Finally, I just had to break and ask, like, can I get out of there? Horrific. It's just awful that they would do that to you. To put the wind above a jump like that. Because yeah, if you don't know that you can make it up out of there, I don't think there's any reason to believe that you would ever be able to. If you don't already know it's possible. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I think I skipped something. Yeah, okay. No? Uh-oh. It's Big Blue. It's kind of odd because in high school there was a good 2 years where I had no dreams whatsoever. Then boom, every night since. That is pretty interesting that it would just kind of flip flip on like a switch. You are very brave, little Echo. I have listened to the songs of the storm. I am sorry about your pod. I will try to help you. We know that these violent storms occur every 500 years. When they occur, all traces of life vanish at the eye of the storm. I do not know why this happens. Do not give up, little singer. There is one older and wiser than I. It is called the asteroid. We think it is the oldest life form in the sea. We feel great energy of thought from the asteroid, but it will not sing to us. If you can communicate with it, perhaps it could help you. The asteroid is located in the deep water zone. I do believe I remember the asteroid. It's like a giant DNA molecule. Spoiler alert. Sorry. No, that's blocked off now? Well, hopefully there's a... Oh, I didn't try to use that. Okay, that's blocked off now. Oh, I swam right by a crystal and didn't even see it. I'm a mess at this game. And dead. We're okay. We got the checkpoint. There's really nothing to worry about. We'll be out of here, soon-ish. I cannot emphasize enough what a miracle these checkpoints are. Victory. Alright. I think that's where we're going to call it a night for Echo, my friends. I think we're going to switch games. We'll take down our password here. We'll play Echo again on Wednesday. It'll be in the earlier part of the stream. So startup time, hopefully around 11 p.m. Central Time. We'll pick back up with Echo then. But I think this is good. Like, we found Big Blue. He sent us off on another quest for another character. This is a big chunk of levels. Big chunk of time. Fun game. Put it all in. We're gonna switch over to Contra, and give that a try. First time ever for that game. Let me take a very short BRB. I'm gonna fill my coffee back up and stretch my legs for a moment. And yeah, we'll try Contra Advance. I've never played that one before. Um, I know it's got to be very similar to Contra 3, which I've played a handful of times. So it's not going to be a completely, it's like this. It's not going to be a completely new experience, but it should have some new things in store for us, regardless. So thank you for enduring a bit of Echo with me. If you want to see more of this masterpiece on the GBA, like I said, Wednesday night. If you want to see Contra, just stick around a couple minutes. I'll be right back with you.